Announcements I don't know what announcements there. Daniel Mehdi is going to speak.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, we'll start our program in 5 minutes. If you can all settle in and come forward, please. There's a car which has got the headlights on, parked outside. The registration is AZB345. AZB345. It's got the headlights on. If it's your car, the battery will be drained after the majlis will finish. There's a couple of announcements. Please, brothers and sisters, we're getting complaints from the neighbors about the parking. Please do not park your cars in the neighbor's yard. The neighbor is really upset with us. So please make sure if it's full, then just around the corner, please park there. And I'll get someone to announce in Farsi as well on this one, please.
از برادران و خواهران خواهش میشه که موترهای خود اگر جای همسایه پارک کردن لطفاً اون طرف ببرن. و خاطر انبیا محمد مصطفی و محمد صلوات.
So tonight is the night of 7th Muharram, and inshallah you all are, we all are commemorating for Abu Abdullah and Hussein together here inshallah. May I request brothers, it's more in this area, please come forward, reciting Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Please come forward, sisters, brothers, make space for other people when they come, so inshallah Allah will make space in heaven. Just quick announcements, please bear with parking as Brother Qasim said. Please be responsible and also respect others when you park your car. The other announcement is there is no charity shop outside. You might have seen charity shop for a few nights, but because of the heavy rain outside today, there won't be any charity shop tonight. Inshallah, we are of course getting food served every night. So those brothers and sisters who want to sponsor towards the food or they want to get sawab, they can also contribute themselves apart from those people who are already sponsoring for the food. And I have to give mic to Masuma before we continue with our program for tonight. Please recite Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Please can you allow salawat?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
Sisters, I would just like to request that when you're sitting, please try to fill in the gaps. It is also adab of majlis that you fill in the gaps and move forward and leave space for the people who are coming later in the program. One more salawat, please.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
So today I would like to speak about the Ahlulbayt have seen some of really good play and productions that they have done in the past. Excuse me, can we just have a little bit of silence? Thank you. Okay, so we are having another play by AYC Drama Club very soon. It will be presented on Thursday night. I would like you to share this with your family and friends, especially our youth, to especially attend the program on Thursday night. So you can also come and watch. It is especially really good for our children who are coming here to listen to the majalis, to the lectures, but it is especially for the youth so they can learn from the stories of Karbala. I would like to pass the mic on to Sister Shakila, who's going to just tell us a little bit about what the upcoming AYC drama is going to be about.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So we have our play tomorrow night, inshallah, and the whole play is to teach the young kids and our youth what really happened on the day of Karbala and what happened to Imam Qasim and how he showed his bravery. So the story is a young kid who gets time travel back in time of Karbala and the battlefield, and he is put an ultimate test of whether he will be able to show his bravery that he always talked with his friends about. You know, we always say, you know, I will do this, I will do that. If I was in Karbala, I would help Imam Hussein, but when it comes to it, would we be able to do it? So that's the whole play about, and hope you guys learn a lesson or two on what really happened and can we really walk the talk.
Thank you, Shakila. We look forward to the play on Thursday. Inshallah, it will be done before the lecture. Sallu ala Muhammad.
So once again requesting to come forward, brothers and sisters, as much as you can, so we can make space for people who are coming. So next segment of the program is youth speech. So we have Daniel Mehdi today. He is going to share his views in the speech with us. Please welcome him with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
It's a microphone.
Is it on?
It just records. يسجل هذا بابا.
Just one correction, tonight is the night of 8th Muharram and tomorrow is the 8th of Muharram, and we have ziyarat of the flag of Abul Fazl Abbas, which will be after the majlis brought in between you. So please, it's a very holy flag. It has come all the way from Karbala and it has got lots of blessings. So you can ask for your hajat with the session of that flag, because anything associated with these personalities are sha'irullah. So we have to respect them and we have to feel their blessings. With 3 loud salawat, I would like to request Sayyid Muhammad Al-Modarresi to come and present the lecture. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Salli ala Muhammad.
Skip the youth speech, yes.
Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ثم الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا أبي القاسم الأمين محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين الغر الميامين، لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين وحجته على الخلائق أجمعين، مهدي هذه الأمة وخاتم الأئمة الحجة ابن الحسن العسكري، روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. قال الله العظيم في محكم كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين يوفون بعهد الله ولا ينقضون الميثاق. آمنا بالله. صدق الله العلي العظيم. For the love of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, a very loud salawat. The life of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi is a mystery for a lot of people. And the reason is that Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas lived with 3 imams of his time. Lived with 3 imams of his time. Of course, his father, Amir al-Mu'mineen wa Qa'id al-Ghurr al-Muhajjalin, Ali ibn Abi Talib, and his brother, Imam al-Hasan al-Mushtaba, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, and his brother, Imam al-Husayn al-Shaheed, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhim ajma'in. So you see, he doesn't present himself and he doesn't show himself at the time of his brothers and his father. Of course, at the time of his father, he was very young. Some narrations say he was 14 years old. But how can we know this mesmerizing personality of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi? Is it just through the day of Ashura? There's a lot of noise coming from the ladies' side. If you could please Salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So how can we that gathered this night to commemorate this giant of history, this valor personality of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi, how can we understand them? You know, if you want to know great persons, great people, you ask other great people about their opinion and what they think of him. You see, who gives the PhD to a doctor? Other doctors. Who gives risalat of ijtihad to a scholar? Another mujtahid. He knows his people. There is a personality in the history called Abu Hamza al-Thumali. Abu Hamza al-Thumali, he was a companion of 4 of our imams. He was a companion of Imam Zayn al-Abidin. He was a companion of Imam al-Baqir. He was a companion of Imam al-Sadiq. And he was a companion of Imam Musa al-Kadhim for a short period of time. The beginning of his imamah of Imam Musa al-Kadhim, he passed away. Imam al-Rida says about Abu Hamza al-Thumali that he was a Luqman of his time. He was Abu Hamza al-Thumali, and another narration, Salman al-Farisi of his time. You know who's Salman al-Farisi? Salman al-Farisi that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam said about Salman minna Ahlulbayt, that Salman is one of us. Luqman is mentioned in the Quran. So Abu Hamza al-Thumali, that there is even a dua named after him, even though it's the dua is from Imam As-Sajjad, like Dua Kumayl. Dua Kumayl is from Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamu alayh. But the dua was named after him, Kumayl and Abu Hamza al-Thumali, Dua Abu Hamza al-Thumali. So this, he narrates the ziyarah, a full ziyarah, from who? From Imam al-Sadiq salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi, about Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. Imam al-Sadiq goes to visit his uncle Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi, and he does the ziyarah like that we read today. You know, we even have a place, some people might went there just once in their lifetime. I went just there once. Maqam al-Imam al-Sadiq, where? In Karbala. A place you see people visit there at least once a time. Once their life, they go to visit all around Karbala's places, historical places, and the places that A'imma went, like Maqam al-Imam al-Mahdi salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi wa ajjallahu ta'ala farajah. So, you see, there's just two ziyarah been narrated from the Imam Ma'soom about someone who is not an Imam. And that is the first one for Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi, of course. And the second one is about Sayyidah Ma'soomah, the daughter of Imam Musa al-Kadhim salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'in. So in this ziyarah, we can understand Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas' personality, what he was, what he represented. If I cannot know what he did through the life of Amir al-Mu'mineen and Imam al-Hasan and Imam al-Hussein, I can at least know it through the ziyarah. There's books been written about this ziyarah. The beginning, what the Imam says, Salamullahi wa salamu malaikatihi al-muqarrabin wa anbiya'ihi al-mursalin wa ibadihi al-salihin wa jami' al-shuhada'i was-siddiqin والزاكيات الطيبات فيما تغتدي وتروح عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين. Salamullah. First, Allah says His salam. Allah greets Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. Then His close angels. 7. Third, who? All the prophets, the 124,000 of prophets, say their salam to Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. Salam here, for us, it's different than them. Them, it's true, it's blessing. And who else? وَعِبَادِهِ الصَّالِحِينَ. عِبَادِ الصَّالِحِينَ. All the imams, all the ibad al-salihin, all the good people who follow the imams. And then وَجَمِيعَ الشُّهَدَاءِ وَالصِّدِّيقِينَ. All the shuhada. And throughout history, you see there is a riwayah, إِنَّ لِعَمِّيَ الْعَبَّاسِ دَرَجَةً فِي الْجَنَّةِ يَغْبِطُهَا who? جَمِيعُ الشُّهَدَاء. There's a place in heaven for Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas that all the martyrs envy, that they wish they had that status of Abu al-Fadl Abbas salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. And who was Siddiqeen? Who's the first Siddiq? أنا الصديق الأكبر أمير المؤمنين صلوات الله وسلامه عليه. والزاكيات الطيبات. زاكيات الطيبات إن شاء الله all of us. All of us. زاكيات الطيبات. طيب الولادة. That they are not bastards. The people who truly love Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullahi wa salamu alayh. So, والزاكيات الطيبات فيما تغتدي وتروح. You know what that means? Means from the morning till the sun sets. 2 times a day. عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين. Throughout history. So, what else? Here, I'm going to take a few words and a few chapters of this dua. Inshallah, we can go through it and name what and say what Abu al-Fadl Abbas salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi was like. One of them is, he's talking about لَعَنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ قَتَلَكَ. Of course, not the beginning of the dua. لَعَنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ قَتَلَكَ وَلَعَنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ جَهِلَ حَقَّكَ وَاسْتَخَفَّ بِحُرْمَتِكَ وَلَعَنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ حَالَ بَيْنَكَ وَبَيْنَ مَاءِ الْفُرَاتِ. So 3 groups of people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala curse. The first group, لَعَنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ قَتَلَكَ. The people who killed you, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I can say for sure that I'm not a lineage of whoever participated in that battlefield. Inshallah, none of us are. Anyway, لَعَنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ قَتَلَكَ. Whoever killed you. Okay, who else? I will skip the middle part. وَلَعَنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ حَالَ بَيْنَكَ وَبَيْنَ مَاءِ الْفُرَاتِ. There are people who killed Abu al-Fadl Abbas, and there were people who prevented him from getting to the Furat. The middle people. وَلَعَنَ اللَّهَ مَنْ جَهَلَ حَقَّكَ وَاسْتَخَفَّ بِحُرْمَتِكَ. God curse who doesn't know you. God will curse who doesn't know you, O Abu al-Fadl. Because knowing Abu al-Fadl, knowing all the goodness, all what Abu al-Fadl Abbas salawatullahi wa salamu alayh was all about. لَعَنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ جَهَلَ حَقَّكَ وَاسْتَخَفَّ بِحُرْمَتِكَ. Maybe he knows him. He knows that he is a son of Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamu alayh. But he doesn't care. So inshallah, we are not among those people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala curse. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Imam al-Sadiq continues to say, أشهد لك بالتسليم والتصديق والوفاء والنصيحة لخلف النبي صلى الله عليه وآله المرسل والصبط المنتجب. First taslim, obedience of Abu al-Fadl Abbas was something legendary. At-taslim, Abu al-Fadl, yes my Imam. Guard the tents. Yes sir. Go fetch waters. Fetch water. Yes sir. At the day that they throw arrow at Imam al-Hassan's body, and he sees that the body of his master, Imam al-Hassan, his brother, been pierced by the arrows they throw at him. What he does, they prevented, not just this, what they wanted to do is preventing him from going even inside the masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, to just say his farewell, his last salam and his last farewell to his grandfather. They didn't want that. So Abu al-Fadl Abbas went and grabbed his sword. Imam al-Hussein told him, put it back. Yes, sir. Taslim. Obedience, a complete obedience. What Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salam alayhi says in the Nahj al-Balagha, Al-Islamu huwa al-taslim, wal-taslimu huwa al-yaqeen, wal-yaqeenu huwa al-tasdeeq, والتصديق هو الإقرار والإقرار هو الأداء والأداء هو العمل الصالح. أمير المؤمنين صلوات الله وسلامه عليه صلى الله على محمد وعلى محمد. Says Islam is submission. And what's a submission? And submission is conviction. And what's the conviction? Conviction is affirmation. Affirmation is acknowledgement. Acknowledgement is discharge. And discharge of obligation is action. So, al-Islam wa al-Taslim. First of all, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas represented that. Ashhadu laka bit-taslim. You didn't come and ask Imam, why should I do this? You're the son of Amir al-Mu'mineen and I am the son of Amir al-Mu'mineen. You have a status with the people and I have the status with people. I have my tribes also. I have Bani Kilab. My mother is a famous lady, Fatima al-Kilabiyya. No, you don't hear that from Abu al-Fadl Abbas salawatullahi wa salam alayhi. You see the opposites. Imam Hussein once asked for water. He was still young, and all of a sudden they saw Abu al-Fadl Abbas all wet, coming with a bucket of water, running towards Abi Abdullah al-Hussein salawatullahi wa salam. Even when he was a little kid, he doesn't ask Imam or object to anything that Abi Abdullah al-Hussein salawatullahi wa salam alayhi says. So, صلى على محمد وعلى محمد. The second, والتصديق. Belief in Imam. You know, there's two kinds of belief. A belief that someone doesn't act upon. I believe there is a God. I know that He sees me all the time, but I don't act upon it. Sometimes I sin. And there's different kind too. At-tasdeeq. For example, someone can say that Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi was a great personality. Like the Christians who say, the poet, they say a lot of poetry about Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. I mentioned this a couple of nights ago, like George Ardaq, Paul al-Salama, and some others. Or some people go to an extent to do a sharh of Nahj al-Balagha. For example, like Ibn Abi al-Hadid al-Mu'tazili, Muhammad Abdu, they write even a sharh for Nahj al-Balagha. But at the beginning, you know what Ibn Abi al-Hadid al-Mu'tazili says? Alhamdulillah alladhi faddala al-mafdhula ala al-fadil. You know what that means? That Alhamdulillah, that put someone less than Amir al-Mu'mineen in front of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Allah didn't do it, you did it. You people did it. You didn't, and your people who you followed didn't follow Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salam alayhi. Don't thank Allah for it. So believe in Amir, he believes in Amir al-Mu'mineen as a great scholar, as a great personality throughout history of mankind. But what? He doesn't believe him as his Imam. He doesn't believe him as his imam. Another example, Abdullah al-Aftah, the son of al-Imam as-Sadiq salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. He said that I am the imam, not my brother Imam Musa al-Kawim salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. Even though he was the eldest, and people came around him and say, of course, because you're eldest, you might be the imam. But when they asked him a few questions, it showed that he didn't know as much as he's supposed to. And Imam al-Musa al-Kadhim showed the people who the true imam is. Ja'far al-Kadhab, he knew who the imam is. He's the son of an imam, like Abdullah al-Aftah. But still, some Waqifiyya, they believe in imams. Some people believe in Imam al-Rida. Some people you see in the Samarra, they believe, they swear by the name of Al-Imam al-Hadi, Al-Imam Hasan al-Askari. But still, they don't follow them as their imam. So the tasdeeq of Abu al-Fadl Abbas is a different kind. What tasdeeq that Abu al-Fadl Abbas, when he says Imam al-Sadiq, when he says a tasdeeq about Abu al-Fadl Abbas, means he follows and he truly considers al-Imam al-Hussein as his true imam. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Third, wal-wafa. Wal-wafa. You know, there is a beautiful hadith from Sayyid al-Khalaq Muhammad al-Mustafa salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. ثلاثة لم يجعل الله لأحد فيها رخصة: بر الوالدين برين كان أو فاجرين، ووفاء العهد للبر والفاجر، وأداء الأمانة إلى البر والفاجر، ومن كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فليحسن إلى جاره وليكرم ضيفه وليقل خيرا وليشكر. Those three things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't give any excuse for you not to do it. To be respectful to your parents. Doesn't matter if they're infidels or bad people, doesn't matter. You have to what? To be respectful. To abide them in the things that it doesn't collide or contradict your religion. If they tell you to do haram, you don't do it. But if they ask you for help, you do it. وَاخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ. You have to be really humble to them. Doesn't matter what they are. This, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't give any excuse for anyone. The second one, وَوَفَاء بِالْعَهْدِ لِلْبِرِّ وَالْفَاجِرِ. If you promise someone something, if he's infidel, if he's an atheist, if he's a Christian, if he's a Jewish, doesn't matter what backgrounds he is. If he's good, well, of course. But even though if he's bad, you have to keep your promise. You know, this reminds me of a beautiful story of Abu Dharr al-Ghifari radwanullahi ta'ala alayhi and his loyalty to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. The Prophet was going to Ghazwat Tabuk. That's probably the last war that Prophet went to. Ghazwat Tabuk was to confront the Romans. Romans gathered 40,000 of their soldiers to fight and conquer the Muslims. So the Prophet, he gathered the people asked all the tribes to participate, to come, and there were 30,000 of them going to Tabuk. And Tabuk is very far from Medina, even by today's standards. Tabuk, I went and researched, Google that, how far it is from Medina. I saw it on the map, but I wanted to see how far it is. It's apparently about 700 kilometers away, like 698 kilometers, something like that. So, at that day and age, going to war, to Tabuk, to war, right? So, a lot of people escaped throughout the march to Tabuk. So some of them were escaping and going, and all of a sudden they missed Abu Dharr, Jundub. Where is Abu Dharr? Someone said to the Prophet, maybe he escaped too. He couldn't handle the heat, and he couldn't handle the distance. So they waited and said no. He knows his ashab. He said no. So they waited, and they saw someone is coming. The Prophet said, Kun Abu Dharr, be Abu Dharr. And they saw him coming, thirsty, tired, and he passed away. Said, give them water, give him water. They said, he has water. He already has water with him. He's a canister with a filled with water. So when he woke up, they asked him, what happened to you? He said, my camel was tired and didn't run as fast. So I left it. And I came to join you. And I saw this beautiful stream of water. And I filled my canister, but I couldn't drink before you, Ya Rasulullah. I wanted you to have a taste first, then me. So this is loyalty of Ashab Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Abu al-Fadl Abbas also resembled that loyalty. So, صلى على محمد وعلى محمد. وأداء الأمانة. أداء الأمانة, again, if someone gives you something to safekeep, and amana can be not just something that someone gives you, can also mean if someone entrusted you with something. If someone, for example, maybe I said it a few times in other places, or maybe here, I don't remember, but for example, like insurance fraud. Someone came and told me that I gave all this year's money to insurance and nothing happened to my car, and my car now is worthless. Can I just hit it? I said, no, you can't. It's haram. Something that you cannot do. And a lot of people say maybe it's alright because they're not Muslim. Doesn't matter. Imam al-Sajjad answers all these questions. Put it to rest. Imam al-Sajjad salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi says, if my father's murderer comes and entrusts me with a sword that he killed my father with, when it's time for me to return it, I will return it to him. Imagine when Imam al-Sajjad, that he saw Karbala, he saw his father, he saw who killed his father, says this, who am I even to say otherwise? Some people come and say, maybe no, there is a go around, a shortcut. No. So this is for a lot of people to understand. If they are non-Muslim and they entrusted you, you cannot betray them. At the night of Ashura, when Imam Hussein salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi said, أثني على الله أحسن الثناء وأحمده على السراء والضراء اللهم إني أحمدك على أن أكرمتنا بالنبوة وعلمتنا القرآن وفقهتنا في الدين أما بعد فإني لا أعلم أصحابا أوفى ولا خيرا من أصحابي. I don't know any companions throughout history that are so loyal to their master like mine. One person had this in his mind, like, okay, how Imam Hussein says that, it wasn't as much as they're being loyal than the other side being vicious and evil. They were very evil. So here maybe Imam wasn't so right. He had this in his mind. So he saw in his dreams that it's the day of Ashura, and Imam salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi asked him to come and protect me while I pray. Alright? Protect me while I pray. So he started praying the Imam. He stood still there. He saw an arrow coming. Without him even noticing, he would give away for the arrow to hit the Imam. And he looked back like, oops, what did I do? Okay, now this time. And he stood still, and all of a sudden saw another arrow coming. He again did the same thing. So he looked at the Imam smiled to him. لم أرى أصحابا أوفى وأبى. There's no ashab like mine. There's no ashab like Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. They are above any criticism. They are above any ashab throughout the history. When the Imam says, Allah gives him what? Ilm al-Ghayb. Because he can handle it. So Imam sees throughout history. I'm wondering, maybe even they are better than Ashab al-Imam al-Hujjah Ajallah Ta'ala Farajah al-Sharif. But among all these Ashab, you see, you go into one garden with a lot of flowers. But one of the flowers is much better looking and much more beautiful and have much better scent than other flowers. This will catch your eyes. And Abul Fadl al-Abbas salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi was that flower. That's why Abul Fadl al-Abbas, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him this personality that we don't know much about him, love him this much. Not just the followers of Ahlulbayt, even non-followers of Ahlulbayt salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. In Iraq, a lot of people, if you tell him to swear by Allah's name, he will do it. But to swear by Abul Fadl al-Abbas, as they say, Imam al-Abbas, they won't. If they lie, they're not gonna. They're afraid of him. Subhanallah. So at the day of Ashura, when no one left for Abi Abdullah al-Hussein, no one was left. At that day, Abul Fadl Abbas was standing beside Abi Abdullah al-Hussein salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. Abi Abdullah al-Hussein was still saying, هل من ناصر ينصرنا هل من ذاب يذب عن حرم رسول الله Is there someone to come to aid us? Is there someone to come and help us? Abu al-Fadl Abbas turned to his Imam, said, can you give me permission, O Abu Abdullah? I want to take my revenge from these infidels. I want to take revenge for my brothers. I want to take revenge from your ashab. Imam Hussein looked at him, told him, O Abu al-Fadl, you are my army. You are what is left. I have no one left. But see, the order that Imam Hussein gives to Abu al-Fadl Abbas, Abu al-Fadl Abbas, he immediately accepts. And the order, the task was even harder. To bring some water, إن كان ولا بد فاطلب شربة من الماء لهؤلاء الصبية لهؤلاء الأطفال. If you must go bring some water. Go bring some water for those kids. So Abu al-Fadl Abbas takes his canister, takes his flag, and starts marching and going towards the riverbank. The narration says that there were 4,000 people guarding that riverbank. And some say there were 2,000. But let's say just for 2,000 people. Abu al-Fadl Abbas marched there, attacked them, and started saying, إني أنا العباس أغدو بالسقا نفسي لنفس الطاهر الطهر وقا. So he made them leave and he entered the stream of water. He came down from his horse. He filled the canister, took a handful of water. He wanted to drink that water, but he remembered the thirst of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein, the thirst of his children. So he starts saying, يا نفس من بعد الحسين هوني وبعده لا كنت أو تكوني هذا حسين وارد المنون وتشربين بارد المعين والله ما هذا فعال ديني ولا فعال صادق اليقين. So he filled the canister. He started going towards the mu'askar of Abi Abdullah, toward the camp of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. Umar ibn Sa'ad, the infidel, starts shouting, don't let Abu al-Fadl Abbas take any drop of water to the camp of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. So they started attacking Abu al-Fadl Abbas. And Abu al-Fadl Abbas didn't even notice them. His sole purpose was getting water to the camp of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. He started marching, he started running toward the camp of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein until Ibn Tufail, he ambushed him from he ambushed him from until he ambushed him and he struck him with his sword. He cut off his right arm. Wallahi in qata'tum yamini inni uhami abadan an dini wa an imam sadiq al-yaqini najl al-nabi al-tahir al-amini. He took the sword with his left hand. He started marching again, killing them. He went to another tree beside that tree, and he cut off the left hand of Abu al-Fadl Abbas salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. He starts saying, Ya nafsu la takhshay min al-kuffari wa abshiri برحمة الجبار مع النبي المصطفى المختار قد قطعوا ببغيهم يساري فأصلهم يا رب حار النار. What they did is they start throwing arrows. The arrows came down on Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas like the rain. The riwayat, the narration said that Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas became like a hedgehog. His shield became like a hedgehog. One arrow hit his chest, another arrow hit his eye, another arrow hit the canister. So Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas was confused where to go, where to go. He doesn't know if he goes to the camp of Abu al-Fadl, camp of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. He doesn't have any water, he doesn't have any hands to fight with. So meanwhile, when he wanted to take the arrow out of his eyes, so he bent down to take the arrow. He doesn't have any hands. So what he does, he bent down. He put the arrow between his leg, between his knees. He wanted to take the arrow off. His helmet fell down, and the other person came with an iron pole. He struck the Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas on his head. رحم الله من قال وعباسا وسيدا. أبا الفضل العباس يورد يا أخي يا أبا عبد الله أدركني عليك مني السلام يا أخي. It was his only time, the only wish maybe that he has, his last wish, that he said, oh Abu Abdullah, oh Sayyidi, oh my brother, please help me. Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, he came to Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas like an eagle coming down on his prey. He started killing them. أين تفرون وقد قتلتم أخي. أين تفرون وقد قتلتم عضدي. Where do you want to flee? You killed my brother. Where do you want to flee? You killed my right hand. Imam Hussein comes down to see his brother like that. He comes down, he put Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas head on his lap. Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, he noticed someone is there. He says, whoever you pray with, alayka billah, please just let me live until I see my brother. Let me say goodbye to my brother. Imam Hussein says, I am your brother, oh Abbas. I am your brother. I am your brother, oh Abbas. Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas starts saying goodbye to his brother. But every time, 3 times they say, he left his head from Abu Abdullah and he put it on the ground. Abu Abdullah, he lift it again, lift it again, put it on his lap. He starts saying, Abu al-Fadl, why you do this? Why you do this to me? He says, Abu Abdullah, in few hours, no one will have your head on his lap. Imam al-Hussein comes back without Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. The Sayyidah Zainab, she's waiting for Abu al-Fadl. The children are waiting for Abu al-Fadl. They are standing there waiting for the water. Abu Abdullah comes, he wiping his tears. Sayyidah Zainab starts saying, where is my brother? Imam Hussein doesn't say anything. He goes to Abu al-Fadl tent. He removed Abu al-Fadl tent's pole. The tent fell down. He starts saying, Wa Abbasa, Wa Sayyida, Wa Mawla, Wa Dayatana Ba'daka Ya Abu al-Fadl. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا آل بيت محمد أي منقلب سينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. Imam Hussein didn't have anyone there that day. Even Abba al-Fadl Abbas couldn't say Labbaik ya Hussein. So we today we say Labbaik ya Abu Abdullah, Labbaik ya Hussein. Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein,
Ya Hussein. Ya Hussein. Ya Hussein.